Welcome back to the Beer Bros podcast. Today we got my boy Josh Williams. What's going on, my dude? So how you been today, bro?
It's a long day.
Long day?
Long day.
Oh, you worked, huh?
Watched football all day. So it went by fast.
Okay, let's just start there. You're an Eagles fan, right?
Yes.
I mean, it sucks, but whatever. Let's just
Bro, we were trash today, man.
let's evaluate that
We were
game.
trash.
Let's evaluate it. You said earlier you had one good half.
Second half?
That was it, huh?
Good.
What do you think of Wentz? Because I got my opinion, and I'm not gonna be biased. I'm just gonna be straightforward.
I don't know. Honestly, after one game, I don't know. I think he'll be all right.
Because what was his injury last year? ACL
His
again?
back.
This is his back.
Yeah.
Okay, and I mean the first, I think it was like 4 drives. You guys seemed a little.
Sloppy, man.
Yeah, he was way off on some of his throws. I'm gonna be honest. Without those 2 deep balls to Deshaun, I'm not sure how much.
We gotta let him loose, man.
I mean, Deshaun, boy, that boy still got it.
Gotta let him loose.
The first half was ugly for that team. It was not looking
Third
good.
downs, man. You can't get us up on third down. You just keep taking that drive.
I'll give you credit there. In the second half, whatever was said at halftime, that defense came out and y'all were
I think we outscored them. What was it?
25-0.
Something like that.
Because y'all ended up
It
with
was 20
32, right?
Yeah.
And oh, they
But
scored
I have-
late, huh?
I have.
It was
It was like
27.
this, what was it? It was about, they said it was 32-3, I think they outscored them, or 7 or something like that.
It was 7
Like
because they
they
scored that
made the
last
last
touchdown at the very end. I'm not gonna lie. I was more impressed with Washington than I was disappointed with the Eagles.
I thought Washington was dead last.
Dude.
No doubt about it.
Casey Keenum's, he could
He's a
ball
little
out, man.
baller, huh?
He ball out. I guess he's like a plug. You just plug him wherever.
Yeah,
he just
man.
adapts that system. He's pretty good.
I mean, well, I guess I can't. He was what 6-10, I think they said in Denver. So
Denver's a different place. They
Yeah,
have
right.
They don't have very many receivers there.
that's true. If y'all want to know, we're watching the Patriots Steelers game. Patriots are fucking shit up. What do you? I want to get your opinion more on Antonio Brown rather than the Patriots. We'll get into the Patriots after. What do you think about how he's gone about from being on the Steelers to the new Raiders shit to now?
I just think what he did was childish. I mean, that's like getting written up at work, and you're taking your write-up and you boom, you put it up right back on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
For you being late, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my boss wrote me up because I'm late. I'm gonna put him out on blast because I didn't show up to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but then again, you know, I mean, he's more than just an athlete too, at that same sense. But some of those things are childish. I think you're making money like that, man. I mean, that's always with anybody that you talk to, with all these athletes, they make money like that. And we can do whatever the hell we want to do. You know?
I guess you got a good point because when you say money and you say athletes and you say do whatever the fuck you want to do, the first person that comes to mind to me is Conor McGregor. He got paid,
After that Mayweather fight,
bro. He's not been the same. He's
he hasn't.
He's fucking acting dumb, and yeah, Antonio Brown seems along those same lines. But what's weird is he forfeited all that money, so it's like
It makes me wonder though if he really wanted to be there.
That's what
he
You know what I'm
said.
saying?
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking
That
maybe
was-
he was just like, man, let me find a way to get out of the situation that I don't want to be in. And I was kind of forced into.
Well, and they see, my thing is though too, that, you know, they see the other athletes in other sports, the NBA, perfect example. They see they're wanting their way out
Yeah.
of whatever they're in, you know?
that's true. And that was the perspective he brought up yesterday. Was maybe he was just trying to figure his way out somewhere where he could go somewhere else, and the foot thing didn't work, which I think that was super legit, but I don't think it
I don't know if you could really fake a Kyle.
You think you faked that?
When he was in the little chamber thing?
The
frostbite.
Cryogenic, whatever.
I don't know, man. I mean, I've never been in one, so I can't really
Yeah.
say anything on it.
I don't know how.
I guess I just wouldn't hurt myself in order to get the fuck out of somewhere.
I've never been in a tanning bed, and I see people get like tanning
Yeah.
bed, like
They get
burns and
burns.
shit.
Yeah, you could be in there way too long.
So I'm assuming it's the same thing with the freeze. 'Cause, like I have a war, like when they freeze is like war, it's like it makes like super cold. So I'm assuming you're just standing on that platform for so long, your legs will eventually get frostbite.
That's true, but like you said, it was super childish. Like,
We just play ball. We're making all that money, you know.
Or do it in
Get out there
Celtics
and
at
show.
least.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess because we're talking about that, and I was like, that makes sense. Like do it in
But I mean,
Celtics.
everything with that whole organization, he just put out there. Even the whole call with John Gruden, you know, who
yeah, I feel like that there was a lot put out in public that necessarily should not have been even spoken of.
Like how the Steelers keep it quiet for 8 years and then
exactly
for 8
like they all
weeks.
knew about it. I mean, that's all in-house stuff, and they all
That's crazy.
kept their mouth shut.
But yeah, it's probably a conspiracy that he wanted to leave. Not just to get to the Patriots, but get
I
to
think just
somewhere.
in yeah, in general, just go somewhere else.
So on that note, I mean, what do you think? Does that put the Patriots above and beyond everyone else?
Dude, as long as Tom Brady's there,
They're
I'm
right
not-
above
yeah,
it.
yeah. Unless they're playing my Eagles, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, they're looking good right now without him.
I mean, without
That's what I'm
Brown,
saying, man. Tom Brady makes anybody look good.
Gronk coming back pretty
that's
soon?
what's crazy.
Dude,
Yeah, I
he's
think
a-
about these are.
Well, that's what they said earlier because he was there. Gronk was at the game and he like gave Tom Brady a hug and whatnot. And bro, he looks slim.
he's a-
I mean,
Probably whatever the deadline is to get a sign on. I'm pretty sure he'll
what
come
is that?
back.
Re
10 or something.
He'll probably come back around that.
Oh my!
Make that playoff push.
Who would that?
Ah,
That would be dumb.
Didn't Teddy, what's his name?
Bruschi.
Yeah, he did that.
He left and came back during the
Yeah.
season.
hmm.
I think I do want to say I
Because
remember.
Jordan did that too in like the playoffs. He came back, he retired, and then came back in the playoffs. I don't know how it works in that film.
I don't know if you stack up Gronk, Antonio, Julian, Josh Gordon,
And the 2 running backs.
and
Stacked ass team.
That's a stacked offense.
so did you watch all the games today? Like you
No,
were pretty much.
I watched that Eagles Redskins game first, and then I was back and forth with the Chiefs and what did
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Poor Foles,
Dude,
First touchdown crack.
Yep.
Shit, I don't know.
what is that,
That's
at least
sad.
10 weeks, but
yeah, about 10 to 12 weeks.
10 to 12 weeks, and then you're still not.
You're not
That's never
right.
the same after that. I think
Have you ever
so.
broke your collarbone?
No, but
No.
from what I hear from a lot of people, it's not.
It's not pretty.
It's not ever the same. I mean, I think that's a penny. Broken bone.
And you get
That's what
hurt.
happened to Romo. He got hurt week 1, broke his collarbone, came back like right before Thanksgiving, and then got hurt again.
You know?
How'd you feel about the comeback from Kyler Murray? What did you?
I was just like
Touchdowns?
watching that on my, not watching it, but I was just keeping updated on my phone about it.
Yeah, they
He
bro,
started off
he-
shitty.
Yeah, he did.
he was
I think that was an eye opener for him though. The speed of the game, especially
probably.
especially when you're playing against your starters. You know, you're playing against the starters and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they're scheming for you.
Yeah.
I think that's what goes unspoken about. Like a lot of people think they know football, but when it boils down to like when you have preparation for an actual team, you're focused just on that team. I think that goes into it's a big. That's why coaches I think matter in the NFL. And that show
Like
today.
you have them two or Andy Reid, you're pretty much in the hierarchy of football. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
those three are pretty damn good coaches.
Well, I think like the Eagles, they played like shit in the first half. But whatever was said at halftime, whatever adjustments they decided to make, fuck, they came
I
out.
was like, we better not lose the fucking Redskins.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
My brother's gonna be on my ass about it because he's a Redskins fan.
Oh, is he?
I should have
Oh
worn my
my
damn
God.
Tom Brady jersey.
Nah, I was telling him, I was like, it kind of goes both ways because if Washington would have won, I was scared they were gonna think they were riding on a wave then, and then we have to go to Washington next weekend. I'm thinking,
Who's Eagles play?
Next week, I'm not sure.
I don't know
keep up.
either. But let's see.
Because
All right, they better figure out their defense real quick on their defense.
Did you see or any glimpse of the Browns?
I was thinking that
no.
just now. That was
Honestly, and that's what I was saying. I wanted to see how their offense would, pertain to how it would look.
Did not look like anything.
I think just
Y'all play the Falcons in Atlanta next Sunday night.
They look like shit.
Yeah, the Falcons look like garbage today.
Not looking at
I mean, they were doing the little, what is it called when you just get your little points at the end?
oh,
garbage points.
Yeah, you're getting your garbage points in. I mean, yeah, it helped my fantasy. I had Ridley and Julio at the end, but
No, I had Julio too.
you didn't do really shit until you scored that touchdown. But, yeah, for those that didn't watch the Browns game, I'm not gonna lie, dude, they looked rough.
We gotta figure something out.
It'll be a long season, all that talent on that offense, man. Chubb, and then even with Hunt coming back after his suspension. Was that
Yeah.
Hunt coming back in week
But
8?
see, that's what I think. I wouldn't bank so much on that because that's half the season. You know, whatever weeks they're bye week, I think they got like a 7 or 8 week bye week. So by the time he gets back, he don't get a bye week. Plus, shit, bro, you're gonna be what? Maybe 500 if you're lucky. If you're lucky, because a lot of people were giving him that game today.
Yeah,
I didn't think Tennessee was gonna do much.
No.
Where they have 2 pick sixes or something?
I know they bro, at the
I
end, they
can't
were
really
picking-
say nothing because they kicked they beat us last year.
They beat us too after our bye week. That's funny. And I was telling him too, they had a top 5 defense last year.
Yeah,
They showed up.
They were 9-7, but they had a top 5 defense, and I was just
it's kind
like,
of like you leave them lingering around. They're gonna figure it out and they'll sneak back up on you.
What do you think about that Baltimore team? Holy crap! They pulled it
I want to see more.
down.
I'm sorry, to me, no offense, Dolphin fans, but you guys suck. I'm pretty sure you're destined for
Bro,
number
isn't it-
1, number 2 pick.
Lamar had like what 5 to 7 seconds to throw that ball deep on that highlight. I was like,
Oh,
"Are you kidding me, man? This dude just sitting back there waiting for him to get open."
Well, we were looking at the stats earlier, and Lamar had went 10 for 11, I think 300 yards and 4 touchdowns in the first half. First half,
Video game stats.
bro. And he didn't even run.
No,
He wasn't even running.
he still had like 100 yards rushing, didn't he?
I don't know that stat, but
around 60, I think. Is what it
Yeah,
was.
he was close to 100 and that too.
yeah, that's ridiculous, man.
This is ridiculous. This is insane. How Steelers need to do something.
But see, there's another statistic about Big Ben that he has been like in the last 3 or 4 seasons now. He has not been good on the road. The Steelers haven't been good on the road, and so
Well, they gotta get used to. They're gonna be number 1 in the AFC right there. That's number 1 team.
you don't think the Chiefs have a chance?
No.
Now with Tyreek out, he'll just hurt
Oh
his
yeah,
collarbone,
Tyreek
too.
just hurt his collarbone,
It didn't look good.
and they said he's gonna be out for a few weeks.
They'll get the
The 2
they'll
season.
get the blueprint on Mahomes, just like everybody did with Cam Newton.
Well,
And all
he
these guys
got
get
hurt.
into the
Oh,
league
he
too,
was-
you know.
yeah,
He rolled his ankle today.
It didn't look good. He was over here like
They're just a bunch of sloppy inside. In general, like the whole first half of a lot of just teams that shouldn't look sloppy. I think that's just because of preseason though too. When these guys aren't playing, you know.
How do you feel about that? I feel like there's something that's not been talked about a lot. There's been a lot of talk about extending the season to 18 games.
I said just cut one of the preseason games out
And add one?
and add one more to the season, and then you still take 2 bye weeks.
Take 2 bye weeks. 2 bye weeks?
Take 2 bye weeks.
So keep the same amount of
Still keep the
games,
same
just
amount of
2
games,
bye.
You're just cutting out that preseason game.
I don't know about 2 bye weeks.
keep
Keep your
team healthy.
guys. I mean,
It would
Take
keep the team healthier.
you get one, around week
Did he catch that?
5 or 6 or something like that, and then another one,
Later
late in
on.
the season, right there around 11 or 12. And gear up for the playoffs.
Yeah, I'll playoff team better.
I'm all for the extra game because, again, you don't.
Well, I mean, yeah, I agree with you too on that. Preseason's
A joke.
garbage, man. It really is.
Especially-
they don't need 4 games.
Especially when you're cutting, you have till the 4th preseason game to cut from 98 players, I think, to 53. That's a lot of players.
It's money, man. All that money.
Almost. I'm more into if you're gonna expand the season, why not expand the league as far as teams? Do we not have enough players to maybe make another team or two? Maybe one team and eight.
Another NFL team.
Because there's so many places that still don't have teams.
That's true, because there's like quarterbacks that are backups right now that could probably be starters.
I mean, I don't know, man. I just feel like there's enough. But then I think what would screw everything up is it's so evenly divided. Like you got 4 divisions with 4 teams in each division. I guess that would screw shit up.
Yeah. Kind of. Depends. You have extra fit cut. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Because there's even been talk about getting rid of the divisions. It's all just rumors, like nothing like Goodell and
It's
them.
funny. Well, it was funny because I was talking to my buddy at work about that. As far as keep your divisions, you have your divisional winners, and then when playoffs start, you go from top tier, number 1 down to whatever, and put them all together. Whether it's AFC or NFC, you can have
Just one playoff?
just one big playoff, man. Like, and then you figure out who the best of the best is at that point, because there's teams I think that losing the playoff on the AFC side that could have beat a team on the NFC side and vice versa. That's just me talking out my ass though.
No.
I think kind of more interesting because
I love the idea.
Because what if like Tom Brady went up against like an LA Rams team that's lower end of the West, like the NFC, but they're still dominant team.
I guess I would have never even thought about that. My thing is, I guess my only playoff change would be I'd rather get rid of the 2. I'd rather get rid of the divisions for the simple fact of I hate seeing teams that are like 9-7
Win their division.
and win their division, and they're not gonna do anything.
And then you have a team in another division that win fucking what?
11-5.
Did it make it?
Or did make it because there was 2 11-5 wild card teams, and it's like, well, shit, man, that
That's
team.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you get a situation like that.
I mean, obviously, man, changing the AFC and NFC, I don't know if I'd combine them.
It'd be interesting.
Do you think there is a dominant division? Like it is like in basketball, how you have the West Coast and the East Coast, and the West is obviously dominant?
Well, there's more teams in the NFC that are good, that are actually contender-wise, like Eagles, Cowboys, Rams, like Chicago, Green Bay. I mean, who else?
The Saints,
Yeah, come on.
Falcons,
There's so many. On the AFC, you got Chiefs, Patriots.
maybe the Steelers, but
There's not very many.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean,
I wouldn't mind that. It would be pretty interesting because Tom Brady would be matched up with an NFC team you don't see very often.
I mean, think about having 2 AFC teams in the Super Bowl, 1 versus 2, or something like that.
that would be dope.
Because sometimes in the AFC Championship or the NFC Championship, either one, that game is better than the Super Bowl sometimes.
Well, the Patriots and Chiefs game last year was
That was
a
damn good.
fucking good game.
Sometimes it's better than the Super
And
Bowl.
that's, yeah, exactly.
Because that Super Bowl was garbage last year. 13-3. Fuck.
Well,
Like,
when
wow.
when you're not even running Gurley anymore, it's like fucking crazy.
And on that note, shit, I don't know how much of the Rams game you caught today, but
He injured someone or something.
dude, he did it.
I think there's really something wrong with his knee.
Now, well, they've said arthritis, but it's like, well, what's the extent? No, that's like legit. Like,
I know.
what's the extent of that? Because didn't he have an injury coming out of college? Because he played for Georgia.
I don't really know Gurley like that.
He came out of
I
Georgia,
never thought he was that
and
good.
I'm pretty sure he had an ACL. And now he's got these knee problems, and it's just like, sucks for the Rams because they paid the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of LA, Gordon's not getting paid after how Eckler played today. Eckler played like a baller today.
I am
All my
so
fantasy
glad.
leagues, everybody left Eckler out there. I'm like, nope. I'm glad y'all left him out there because I wasn't going to do work this year now.
That's funny because I grabbed him in probably late in in my league, I think. And boy, I was starting him. The moment I knew Gordon was out, I was
He's
like,
going to get the touches.
he's good. I mean, shit, even Justin Jackson's not bad. It's just Eckler's proven himself a lot more.
Experience
Well, that's a breakout year, man.
Damn good, bro.
Well, they've talked. I guess the rumor was the Eagles were looking and trading Jordan Howard to the Chargers for Gordon.
Why would we won't do it now?
I mean, why not?
And there was a lot of plays earlier too in that game while they were giving it to Sproles and Howard's just pounding the ball every time he got it. That's what I was frustrated.
Y'all looked a little rough, man. I mean, but shit, I guess, like you said, I think it's a lot of rust.
Yeah.
You guys haven't been out there. Nobody's been out there. I mean, Green Bay looked bad, but then
Our defense first couple drives looked terrible. We're top 5 defense. That's like, what the hell was going on? Saquon was running 55 yards on us. Second play of the game.
Saquon, he looks a little thinner.
Yeah, he looked faster.
He looked faster and thinner.
His legs are huge.
He is. He's a beast, man.
Tree trunks.
I mean, they threw in Daniels at the end.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. Kellen Moore called a great fucking game.
Oh, yeah.
Kellen
His-
Moore?
His play calls?
Offensive
He's
coordinator.
offensive.
Oh, for Dallas?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting he's our play caller. He did play Gallup, bro. Fuck, Michael Gallup looked pretty damn impressive. I mean, Amari Cooper's proven himself, but Gallup on the other side.
He's killing it.
And then Randall Cobb with Witten security blanket coming on. It's crazy.
And that's why I think, and obviously you guys know I'm a Cowboy fan, but outside of being biased, on being realistic with those weapons, and if you get Zeke back, fuck. I mean,
Yeah, Zeke didn't really do that great.
No,
Russ
he-
winning by, what, 4 touchdowns? 3 touchdowns?
I think 35-17.
Jack looked good, man. He spread the ball out. He looked good.
He did. He had,
I mean, he hit everybody.
He took a couple
Everybody was-
chances.
Yeah.
he was 25 of 32, 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. His rushing, that would be the only thing, is there were times he would scramble and he wouldn't slide.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
Or he'll try
bro.
to lower his shoulder on somebody. Like, bro, what are you doing?
And that comeback right there by Kyler Murray, bro. I had him. I started him over Phillip Rivers, bro. Like, there you
That's
go.
right. I had Jackson on the bench.
Zamar,
Yep.
I had
shit.
Marquise
But I had
Brown.
one starting though too.
he picked up Marquise Brown, bragging about him, and he benched him.
Oh, fucking benched his ass. I was like talking in the draft, bro. I'm like, that's probably about to be lit. Best
Yeah,
game
we
of his
did.
life. He's not gonna do it again.
That fool went off. Samuel Watkins was going off
3
today.
touchdowns.
That was, see, I guess that gives the Browns a little bit of hope because they play the Jets in New York next week. He came out and said some shit. He said everybody's going to throw us in the trash, and that's just great.
He didn't play good.
Bro,
He needs to get some linemen though, man, too. Get a line to protect him.
yeah, he
Yeah,
oh, bro,
but
there was just some throws that were, like, uncharacteristic of him.
He went out of his
Trying to
comfort
do too
zone.
much.
Yes, like forcing in into places, and it's just like, I get you're losing, bro, but I don't know. You got to see the field a little bit better. That's why I was worried about Wentz, bro. Like at the beginning, he was just missing those.
Yeah, he
He wasn't pressured. Nothing. He was just completely missing. I was like, that's odd.
That
But
division's tough.
Yeah.
Except the Giants.
yeah, the Giants looked horrible today.
That's sort of terrible.
They are.
So I just put it with a grain of salt. Us winning, it's like, yeah, we won, but we played the Giants. It's like, come on. If we win, like,
Dolphins.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
Are the Raiders?
Well, that's what's funny is we play the fucking Dolphins in 2 weeks. So it's like, I guess you could chalk them up. Obviously, you got to play the game. But
No, we lose the games we're supposed to win. Yeah.
as long as we win the
Run to your
game.
opponents, man. It's like that with everything.
That's true. That's true. Do you have any predictions of Super Bowl? Did you have priors, like, before the season started today?
I mean, of course, I'm always gonna say Philly going, but man, I really think it's gonna be the Patriots and the Saints.
You think the Saints? You think the third season's the Saints' charm?
Dude, he's gonna get them there, man.
It's tough because 2 years ago they lost to Minnesota on that crazy catch.
Yep.
And then last year they lost on that bogus call.
Dude, I think they're gonna get over that hump. He's gonna get them over that hump.
It's funny because my prediction is they're not making the playoffs this year. But my prediction also was the Falcons were going to win that division, and they look like
They
shit
look like
today.
shit.
And Carolina ended up fucking up against the Rams all day.
My Super Bowl prediction broke his down collarbone already.
Yeah.
Like, Nick Foles is.
Well, Andrew Luck retired. That was my prediction. Was Dallas versus the Colts.
That'd be pretty cool. I mean, they didn't look bad. Actually, with Brissett. T.Y. Hilton went off for them, actually.
Yeah,
They
but
like
they,
15 catches for
they still
140.
lost.
Did they?
They,
Where they play?
the Chargers went to overtime. They still lost, and
That's not a bad team.
Yeah, don't sleep on the Chargers though.
Not a bad team.
Let's Rivers chokes again on them.
I love Rivers. He just is so frustrated. He's like Peyton Manning. Like he can play good all season long until the playoffs, and then he just ends up fucking up. And it's like, well, what the fuck?
Who knows? Chargers. They're in KC's division, ain't they?
Yeah, with Denver and Oakland.
That's a toss-up between that two.
So what do you think about Oakland? You know Gruden's there for another 9 years. What do you think is gonna happen there now? Do you think they're just gonna suck for a long time?
No.
You think eventually they'll make it around?
Yeah. They will. They'll get some pieces.
Probably like 20.
Like this throw.
He totally missed it, didn't he?
But why is he looking away?
You thought he was Chris Paul, bro?
What the fuck?
Yeah, you didn't have to do that.
You didn't have to
Oh.
do the no look. I just feel like sometimes, who does that shit? Somebody does that in basketball. Curry and them. Like, it's an easy pass, but they're like trying to do this bounce
fancy?
behind the back bullshit.
That'd be fancy.
Yeah, it's like, bro, just fucking go to the
I mean, when you
motions.
tap Mahomes, you kind of have to keep the spiker going because.
Bro, he had 1 year.
That's just your
Tell me.
persona, though.
Baker Mayfield had 1 good year.
They got the blueprint on him.
You think so? You think what do you think what's the ceiling for them? Super Bowl?
No.
No?
You can't get over that either. I think they're gonna lose in the division round, man.
Oh shit, that's early. That's an early exit.
Yeah.
And for them, you know, they I feel like they're on that wave of Super Bowl or bust.
It's
Yeah.
they'll make the playoffs, but they'll lose in the second round.
It's like the
And
Bron-
it'll be like something's gonna happen. You know, where it's a close game, and if they just
It's like the Browns. They have to make the playoffs, or Odell Beckham's going to come out like AB. You know, he doesn't shut up. He's quiet now. It's a new team. You don't know how they're really going to react.
Do y'all know the story about that fool?
Kevin Hart
Yeah.
is flipping his car.
Yeah, but do y'all know like the extent of it?
he's fine.
He's fine?
Yeah.
Oh, because rumors were like he's paralyzed and his vocal cords are fucked and
No, he's fine. He had surgery and.
but nothing like detrimental or his like
He's
career's over, right?
No. But I mean, it was serious.
It
But
was serious?
yeah, but no, he's fine. There's nothing.
Did they ever like disclose what exactly happened?
I didn't even look into it. I didn't think it. I don't know. Just
Like was he texting and driving?
No, he wasn't even driving.
Oh, it was someone else?
Yeah, he wasn't. Driving.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I was wondering. I was just curious.
Yeah, they said it. I'm pretty sure it was someone else driving. Whenever I was reading up on it, there at work, that I think he just lost control of the car.
I mean, that's
I was
crazy.
sitting on Twitter and I kind of just read a little bit that he was hospitalized. And other than that, I didn't really get into it.
Yeah, like a lot of people came out and said a lot of shit, and I was just like,
He had surgery on his back, and then his wife said that he was fine, he was good, he was responsive, and everything like that.
who the fuck came the other day and said that he was paralyzed? Somebody was over here saying that shit the other day.
I'll probably DQ and I can't listen to him sometimes.
I don't remember what the fuck was the deal there.
He talks a lot, so I don't know. Like I said, I didn't really get into it. I didn't really.
Who you playing fantasy with? Who's all in your league?
I got into it with Ernie and them again last year, and then I got into one with Tron and Justin Kelp, and then the
I
other one-
seen Kelt the other day. Does he go to Alton's to work out? Do you know? I could have sworn he was there, bro. But I was like, I don't even know if that's him or not.
And then my other one, I got in with Paul Samuels and Joe and all those guys.
Damn, so you're in 3 leagues?
Three, and I was like, fuck.
And all
Well,
3 of them?
I'm winning
I was gonna say,
today.
you're winning all of them today, huh? So you're feeling good. Did you try, obviously I don't want to know too much of your secrets, but like, did you at least try to draft accordingly to your other drafts?
Not really.
You just
I mean, I think in Trongs, I think there's 12 of us.
oh shit.
Yeah.
That's tough, man. And then I think with Ernie and them too, there's 12 of us. I mean, it's slim pickings.
Yeah, when there's 12,
You know, it's slim pickings on what you get. So
yeah, your first probably 4 picks are pretty important.
Yep.
Do you remember your draft order? Like what pick you got?
In Trongs, I was 11 and 3, and then in
How are you 11 and 3?
I don't know. It was or 11 and 4.
2.
No, I wasn't 2.
Wait,
It was
how
weird how
the
they
hell?
did theirs.
Oh shit.
Because they do theirs all weird. They're fucking drama queens in our group chat right now. Like they did trades and all this other crap because like they have a keeper. I guess I took over some team and I had a keeper which was Hopkins, and it was weird how they did all that stuff because then people were trading their keeper for a draft pick and yeah, I don't know. It was weird.
That sounds wild.
It
We've
was
thought about the
weird,
keeper shit, but
I don't like the keeper. I don't like that. Like just put everybody back in and then
And run it again.
run it back.
Okay.
Run everybody back.
It sounds already horrible, so I was
So-
thinking about it. Okay, well, let's just throw that one
Yeah.
out of them. I don't even care.
That one sounds bad, bro.
It was.
And then?
And then Lujan, I got. What pick was I? I was 8. No, 9, because Johnny was 8. So I was pick number 9 on that one.
Was there a snake draft?
Yeah, that one was a snake.
And how many were in that league? 12?
Yeah.
Who'd you go
Just
number
12.
1? Because 9's pretty already.
Yeah.
You're already kind of like outside of the top 5 running backs and shit.
I don't remember what my first pick was in that one.
When were your drafts? Were they like this past weekend or? following, like,
that was
for-
last weekend.
Oh, okay, so it was pretty close to the end of the
Yeah,
preseason.
they waited until they waited until preseason ended and
Oh, okay.
then they did it.
That's how I like it too, man. Because then people are already done like setting up their squads.
Yeah.
You know who's starters,
Injuries.
injuries.
I took Julio Jones.
Not bad.
And what's crazy is in all my drafts, everybody left AJ Green out there.
Till
I'm like, dude, I got AJ Green late in the draft.
really?
Like round 10, 11 in all my drafts.
Fuck.
He's gonna be back by week 3.
Who were they playing? The Panthers on? They
Who?
were Cincinnati?
No, they
Oh,
played
Seattle.
Seattle. They barely lost.
Yeah,
But he's hurt because
Is his ankle?
in the preseason they were practicing at what looked like a high school field or something.
Oh yes.
And they said that even the other players were complaining that there were like little pebbles of like rock, like almost like yard rock or whatever, gravel, I guess you could call it. And they said it wasn't fit for an NFL team practice. So he got hurt, but he's had he's had ankle problems, hasn't he? Or leg problems.
Legs. Yeah.
He's been.
He'll be back though.
I think so. I hope. Shit. If he keeps that division.
I can't believe I left him out there. Well, and Joe, Joe, during our draft with Paul, he went with Zeke, so his second pick because nobody wanted to get Zeke, and I even told you I was like, Jerry Jones ain't gonna leave him out there, man. They're gonna sign him.
Yeah, his league, somebody took him second round.
Yeah, he was gone pretty reasonable. Like you said, second, maybe
Late
third.
second round, yeah, late second. Almost the last pick of second
Yeah,
round.
Joe has Kamara and Zeke as his. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, the dude in my league, he got Christian McCaffrey, and then the following round he grabbed Zeke.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he's I think the defending champ right now of my league. So
I'm winning by a
shit,
point,
he's
I'm not a league.
he's doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah, I took Breeze in all my drafts.
All your
He's at
drafts?
all of them. And then in Trongs, I loaded up on quarterbacks. I'm like, I know some of these quarterbacks are gonna go down. Like I said, I had Lamar, then I had Breeze. I took Wentz. No, I think I took Wentz in his. There's a few. I have like 3 quarterbacks on my bench.
Holy shit. Nah. I usually go oh, there he is.
Washington.
There's my dude. That's the guy that I think is going to have a breakout year
James
this year.
Washington, me too.
James Washington. Because now he's the Juju.
Yep.
And
I still
so,
think Juju's a beast.
Oh no, I'm not doubting that, but he don't look like he's doing shit.
Juju and Connor are like the surefire of Walmart brand of Brown and Le'Veon.
I'm not gonna lie, and I don't care if he gets hurt or not, but I'm gonna call him out. Billy, you fucking are so sad that Bell and Brown left.
Yeah.
I am not gonna lie, bro. You can lie and say you're not sad, but bro, you fucking talk about them too damn
Those
much.
are your best players.
Oh, I know,
There he
bro.
is, Juju.
I know, but bro, every day
Yeah.
this fool's bringing up some shit.
Every like headline. He even asked, "How did Le'Veon play today?"
Like he's just like, I get it, you're sad, bro, but get the fuck
Connor's
over
not a
it.
bad player though.
If I'm having to pick between, I'm picking Le'Veon Bell and I'm gonna pick Brown.
Oh,
Before I
yeah.
pick Connor, before I pick Juju.
Oh, yeah. I'm probably picking both of them over most of the league. Like those two guys
Isn't the stat that Le'Veon has the most fantasy points like
in the league
since
he's been there.
Yeah, I'm like, that's crazy. I think that he's just gonna.
And
tone it
shit,
down.
what did he put up today?
He gave me like 20 something.
Do you play PPR or do you usually play regular?
No, one of the leagues I'm in is PPR. I don't know which one it is, but I know it's PPR.
That's crazy because a lot of people don't play it the regular.
Yeah,
I don't know very many that do.
haven't played a regular one in
See, I
years.
think with Luhan's, ours is regular. I think that was just regular.
Oh,
I
okay.
think Tom's and them is PPR one. And
Ah,
then
shit.
I don't remember what Paul's and them are, but there was only 8 of us in that one, so we had some good picks, man. There's some,
What's y'all's payout on all of them?
That's a good question.
I think Paul's just said they're gonna do 400, and then
What's your buy-in for that one?
it was 50.
Oh, that's not bad. That's about right.
Yeah, 50. And then the loser, whoever gets last place in the fucking league, has to pay for the whole setup or whatever for the thing for next year.
Oh, like the board,
yeah,
the draft
yeah.
board. Oh, that's not bad. That's
So-
actually a good fucking thing.
Yeah.
Ours is. I guess we can't say it. But
We can't- we can't-
Ours is a fucked up challenge, bro.
The reason so this is how we did a little bit of our draft was, no offense, but sometimes we get, I'm trying to get a solid 10 people, but throughout the years there's those 1 or 2 people that, bro, they're not in the waiver wire, they're just
there.
they're just there, bro. So you have to cut them. And unfortunately, like last year, 2 of my guys that I had, they didn't pay, bro. Like they just didn't pay, and they sucked ass and all that shit. So obviously, the winner, the way I do it is there's 10 of us, so I do $50, and the winner gets $450, and then second place gets their money back. So fumble.
See, I think that's how it is with Paul's and them. The second place gets their money
But
back.
this year was 75 for this league. Who's yours?
Well, yeah. There's a little bit of a loop there, but everybody would get their money back if everything goes right. But we have to have like a consequence for losers, bro. So I had everybody bring in like a challenge, not a challenge, but more of a consequence for the loser. And then we implemented that law. Like if you lose, this is kind of something you have to do. Or everybody donated an extra 25. So say at the end of the year, the loser doesn't want to do that thing, then they lose the 25 and it goes to the winner. But I don't know, it's just tough, man, to get like a solid amount
How
of
many
people.
how many people do you think makes good fantasy? Like a good fantasy league? Like is 12 too much? You think?
I think 12 is
I
too
think 12
much.
is a lot.
I think 10 is perfect.
I think 12 is perfect because it makes you actually have to
Yeah.
fucking be in depth with it. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
but then
could've-
you're talking about 12 dedicated people.
That's true. Because I'm pretty sure 12. It's hard to get 10.
Yeah, like it's hard to get 10.
I like you said, I like anywhere between 8 to 10.
8 I think's too little.
Yeah, that's
Because then you got people for days. Like, even in our leagues, and I know, y'all can talk shit about me, whatever, I'm talking shit about you. They just weren't picking good, bro. Because, okay, y'all did a live draft, right? Like you had to actually pick your
At
players,
Paul's we did, yeah.
and then the other one
But the
you did
other
on
two,
the-
everything was online.
Okay, so on the phone, obviously it's easier because you have your shit and they're ranked from like 1 to 300. So if they take the number 1, number
See
2 is on the
everybody's
top.
doing,
Exactly. When you do the actual live shit, you have to do your research, bro. You got to know when you think you could take a player and shit. And I was just being honest. Like I looked at the board and bro, I got Melvin Gordon, bro, and he may not play, but if he does, bro, I got David Johnson, I got Dalvin Cook, I got a stacked team, but I got Melvin Gordon like in the 7th, 8th round, bro. And I'm just like, how is he slipping that far and shit?
And nobody, like I said, nobody wants him.
Yeah,
Because of the
bro.
bullshit.
And it's just like, I don't know. I want competition, man.
Yeah, I got AB late too, like 6th round.
Yeah.
Got the latest.
So I don't know. I think 10's just fine because there's still a bit of like slim pickings from the waiver wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, because running backs in his league, there's not. Your running back goes out. You're kind of.
Yeah, in my league, bro, I have some people that are just like. I even have an older gentleman. It's my buddy's dad. He's been playing fantasy. He said for God knows how long. He said probably 10 plus years or so. But needless to say, dude, he does his research. He brought in his notepad. You know, his son is doing work. Their buddies are doing like everybody. Like when the board got to like, I think about we did 16 rounds. And at the 8th round, I was like, hey, let's take a break. Because, bro, you could feel the tension inside the room. It was just kind of like everybody was on their shit. It was fun.
That was
man.
a hard draft. That one was hard.
Dude, I did fantasy baseball one year with Jern and Tom. That shit.
I tried the basketball one time. That's just hard.
I did basketball one year
I've
too.
not
man. That shit,
tried
like,
those.
you have, that's every single day.
Well, baseball's every single
Like,
day.
Basketball too, that's every day.
And see,
Look
I
at that,
wonder.
man.
I don't know how that works. I'm assuming, like, you play someone for
You play
a
someone
week,
For a whole week, yep.
and you got to
And you
start
just-
pitchers and shit
Yep.
every day and shit or whatever.
You got a pitcher every day, just something. And that's where you're gonna get a lot, like you get a lot of points, man, on your starting pitchers and stuff like that. So I mean, it's good to have them because I mean you're getting strikeouts, you're getting, earn run points and everything like that.
Right. So on that note, shit, you're a Yankees fan, huh?
I am.
And they're pretty hot right now. I mean,
I'm hoping 100 wins, man.
I
I'm gonna
mean,
cut it close.
you guys have a good fucking chance. I mean, y'all are what 90 and
We
something.
got the Sox. We got the Red Sox tonight. I don't know if we want to know.
I think y'all won. I know Boston's already kind of headed out the door. They're
Kevin's
not.
gonna owe me money on that. By the way, if he's watching,
Kevin Kelly?
talking about the
Is he a Sox fan?
He's a Red Sox fan. Talking about they're gonna make the playoffs.
Didn't they win the World Series last year? And now they're out of the playoffs?
It happens every year.
Nah, that's not true, bro. Hold up. The Stros won the year before that, and we were there. But Boston was good, bro. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I think that's why I like baseball so fucking much, man.
I made a bet with myself. I said if we win it that year, I'll get it tatted on me.
I'm surprised Jeremy didn't get a tat on him.
I said,
Does he have a tat?
Jeremy?
Yeah.
No.
Do you have tats? You do have tats, huh?
Yeah, you can.
Do you have a Yankee tat?
No, it's pretty gay.
you should just get an Astro.
What'd you say? Okay.
just get an Astro tat.
Whatever.
You'll be fine, bro.
I don't know, man. I think like sports tats like that, like on your team, is pretty gay.
Okay, really?
All right, really, Jay? Well, look.
He
I
said-
mean, come on, man. I told myself we won. I'm getting it tatted, bro.
That's fucking
I
funny.
can respect that because I mean, but just to get it, like
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You know?
I think it's funny when those people. I'm sure someone did it already.
biggest one I laugh at is the fucking Jordan fucking Jumpman tattoo.
Oh, bro, I'm no fan. Jordan was
I ain't
good.
going out my Jordan, man. Nah, this is
I get it, like, but I'm just like, man,
See, I think
that's
that's
is funny.
that's why I haven't gotten anything because I'm not sure what the fuck I want on my body forever. Like I just don't know. No, I'm not throwing shade at anyone that has tats. I think some of y'all's tats are fucking no, they're fucking sick. They're fire. I think whoever thought of those ideas when you got them, I mean, either it was you or your artist or whatever creative.
Marcus Cannon.
Who?
Marcus Cannon.
Who's that?
Watch. Play football. Number 61 right here.
You played football with them?
Little league football with him.
You're a liar.
Swear.
Here?
Yep.
Shut the fuck
Yep,
up.
he is.
He's from here.
They grew up here and then they left about.
He doesn't happen to be related to the Cannons here in town, are they?
Yeah, I think.
For reals?
I think
Like Brittany and them?
I think so.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, him and EJ, bro. Yeah, him and his brother EJ. We played Little League football.
No
Yep.
shit. Now there's a fool over here protecting Tom Brady.
And then they left. Yeah, he went to Texas and they left. But he was huge, man.
Whoa.
He was huge back
Wait,
then.
he's on the Steelers or the Patriots?
He's on the Patriots.
Yeah, he's on the offensive
He
line.
lit our locker room trash can on fire in 7th grade and got expelled. And then he left, I think, his 8th grade year, I think is whenever he left. the whole family.
They're just like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
And look,
Just let the trash can.
look what
I
happened.
had a homie like that. Alex Olozinski, he used to be here, and then he went like to go play at like a private school.
Alex?
Yeah, and they went to UCLA and played. For
I thought he went to the Air Force.
Well, that's the older brother.
Oh, that's older brother Mark or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
His
I
older
remember
brother
him.
played for UCLA for a while.
No
He played when Bob was there.
No shit. Damn, dude, so you played not for, but you played with the guy that's in the pros? That's insane. That was over there protecting the golden boy.
I always thought his brother was better than him, though.
What his brother played.
You hear that? If you're
You
watching
hear that
this.
kind of?
His brother was good back then, man. Like, his brother played ball at State and then went to Nimi.
Uh-huh.
But I just always thought growing up, EJ was better than Marv. Just always thought he was better than him. I hated it too because EJ would be lining up on one side of the league and Marcus is on the other side, and I'm just like, I don't want to get hit by any of these fools. Like 120 pounds, if that, freaking
At
90
what?
pounds. I'm 90 pounds at 11 years old.
11 years old.
These dudes are just smashing, man.
I wish I was 90 pounds at 11 years old.
Did you ever get a concussion? Have you ever had a concussion?
I have.
I got hit by Peter and Ryan Nahar during the Roswell Goddard game. That was the hardest I've ever been hit because I went up for a pass and Zane left me up open, man. And I came down, I caught it. I came down and my eyes were crossed and I was like, what the heck? And I just laid there and I was like, that fucking hurt. Like, I've never been hit that hard. Like, they smashed me. And my eyes wouldn't go back straight. And then I get up, Julian's coming and grabs me. He's like, get up, get back to the dang huddle. I'm over there shaking my head and I was like, oh. Finally got focused. But
Did you just go back in?
I stayed in, dude. I was like, I better get up because I ain't trying to let some underclassmen come in and
Fuck.
get my reps.
I've had at least 2. When I got the elbow to my eye, I bust my eye open. I think I got a concussion from that. And then we went to Dallas for like an AE tournament for Madden. We got in a wreck. I was in the middle of the back seat and didn't have a headrest, so my shit would blink. And I was in the bathroom throwing up, couldn't see.
Yeah, that's how it all.
I've only had one. It was in a car accident too.
Yeah, my shit was.
And I was pretty fucked up.
That shit hurt, bro.
That shit sucked. Other than that, I don't think I ever sustained one like that during football. I never really got hurt in football. The only time I got hurt was for high kick, and it was my random Achilles injury. That was the only time I fucking got hurt. Well, I lie. I broke my hand, like my pinky and my fingers and shit. But
I broke my thumb in high school
Yeah, bro.
because of Mike Acevedo
what did you do?
jacking around.
Was it
Also,
football?
yeah, like we just had our shoulder pads and helmets on, and then I caught a quicksand or whatever, and Al wrapped me up, and then here comes Mike. I'm like, just let Mike just freaking pushes us over. So I grab him, but I'm still holding onto the ball, and I fall back on Al, and there goes my thumb.
Oh shit! Just random ass
And
accident.
it hurt, man. Like I didn't do anything on it. And the next morning, whenever we were doing walkthroughs again, I kept, catching the pass, and it fucking hurt. Went and got X-rays, and it didn't break all the way through. Just cracked. And played with casts.
On injuries and shit. Not a lot of y'all probably know, but this whole fucking broke his arm wrestling. I want to know what happened. Like,
What?
was it one of those freak injuries where you see like on video?
You're
and-
lying.
For real?
Swear, man. Dude, me and Jeremy, It was during the Mayweather Pacquiao fight.
Oh shit, so it's been a minute.
Yeah, and me and Jeremy, we had been drinking, man. We were drinking, and Jeremy was a little bit more drunk than I was, but we would always arm wrestle. Even at Buffalo, we would always arm wrestle. But
Whose house were y'all at?
we were at Hector's, man. Hector Velasquez, and
just down the street.
but me and Jeremy would arm wrestle, but I would arm wrestle him always right-handed. I'd beat him, but he would always beat me left-handed. And so then I was like, fuck it, let's fucking go back to our right hand. And we were on the edge. We were on the edge of the table. And I stopped pushing, so it was like this. But I'm pushing here instead of right here. So I'm going just everything and all the pressures, all the pressures right here. And then I felt my arm slip. And so I stopped pushing. Jeremy kept pushing. Just said, whack.
So he slammed your hand?
He never slammed it. We were still stuck. And it just snapped. My freaking arm went like that.
Is that what that scar is?
Yeah. But
No way. I've
So
seen
that's
like
people.
videos, bro. I didn't think it like really be.
What was y'all's reaction?
I know that motherfucker hurt, bro. I could just imagine.
we'll show it to the people.
Here, for you guys that can't see, I wanna look at that shit. It's like fucking in half.
Dude, it happened so fast. Like it happened so fast, and then I look at Trenton. Trenton looked at me, and he's like, "Jeremy just broke your fucking arm." I was like, "Yep." And,
Yep.
yep. And then like he let go. Jeremy let go of my arm, and it just fell, and I felt the bone just rub up against each other, and I jumped up, and AJ grabbed my arm. My arm was like touching my damn ankles, and like I was just in shock, really, you know. And Jeremy's sitting there freaking out, and he's like,
I thought you were gonna say he's laughing.
dude, he's freaking out. Dude. Jeremy was freaking out, man, and he's like, I just think you dislocated. I dislocated it, and I was like, no, it's fucking broke. I was like, we need to go to the hospital right now.
My God, you're all fucked up.
Fucking Jeanette's fucking pissed, and she's like, you fucking idiots, you're always fucking around doing stupid shit. And that's the only time I've ever seen Jeremy cry. Ever in my life.
Shit, really? He was that
Yes,
emotional.
like, huh?
Have you ever wrestled?
No.
He's like, fuck that game.
And what was funny too, because I remember fucking every time fucking we would all get together, me and Jeremy and Todd and Trent, all of us, you know, I was like, we drink and stuff like that, and then Tommy would be like, I'll fucking arm wrestle you, and then here comes Jeremy smart. I don't want to break your arm either. Fucking looking like this shit, Jeremy. Like, let's get it one time.
One time it happened. That
One
you're the
time has to
shit.
be me.
You're the shit. That's fucking funny,
Like, I didn't even
bro.
pay for my doctor's bill.
I couldn't even imagine that, bro, because I broke like just my wrist, and that fucking hurt. Like I couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
I just imagine this full arm.
How long did that take to recover? Because that looks completely split.
Yeah,
That
it was.
fucker
Well,
was.
I went into surgery like a week later, and they put the screws and everything back in my arm, and then I was back at work at the end of the month whenever that happened. But it was a good
There he is, but
few months, man. Just trying to get it back in my head to lift and everything, and
oh yeah. Anytime you break your arm, it's kind of like that first while.
it took me a good maybe.
Were you in a cast all the way up to your arm?
They wanted to put a cast, and I was like, "Nope, you can go in, put screws, you can fix it." And then I just had like a sling. I was in a sling, but they had like a
Kind of like Grox. Oh, he has that. Like,
yeah.
Kind of
Well,
bullshit.
It was like a mold that they put behind my arm.
Oh,
And it wasn't a cast, so I would just sit it in there. But then they would tell me like, you need to take it off and try to get that motion back. I was still stuck like that for the longest time. And then what really got me into it was back, I started swinging my golf club to get that extension out. Because I would try to like lift weights and just let my arm hang to straighten it out. Because I probably straight now, but I remember I was like this, like a retard.
I know when you say that. I'm just kidding. No. Yeah. So did you have the option of just doing a cast and letting it heal that way?
Yeah, but they were like, you're gonna be in a cast for about 6 to 8 months, and I said,
Oh my
nope.
gosh.
Because that was the humorous, dude. That boat's big, man.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And on that picture, you could tell it's just completely split.
They're like,
I
you're gonna
think
be
you
in a
were
cast
like
for a
lucky
minute,
to get
man.
drunk, man. If you
It
probably
was just, I was I really wasn't drunk. I was just like more buzzed than anything. Like it just happened, and I was just like, oh, but
I can just imagine being sober and having that arm break. It's like,
it happened so fast. Like I didn't even. I mean, it was fast. It was just. It happened.
Fucking Jerry.
One time I
Fuck.
saw him cry, and then it was funny too because Jonathan was there. I was like, Jonathan, you need to fucking take us. He's like, I don't know, I'm not driving. Jonathan's all freaking out too. Then we get to the hospital. And
Torres?
No, J.E.
Oh, okay.
And he's freaking out, man. Like, cause he could hear me. He could hear me in the X-ray room because they were like, we need to straighten out your arm. I'm like, my fucking arm ain't straightening out. You can take the damn X-ray. It's already broken. He's like, no, we need to, because they could see it like that, but then they wanted the top. My
Oh,
freaking bone was like that. I was standing up with my arm out like that and it was broken. And I was like, take the fucking X-ray already, and fucking just yelling at the dude.
yeah.
And
I mean, I don't blame you.
we get out and we're leaving and everything like that. I'm finally in a sling and whatnot, and it didn't hurt. Like it really didn't, because the bone just set up, so everything was still like this, you know. And so as long as I didn't move it, I was good. And Jonathan was just kind of like shocked still. Jonathan was shocked too what happened. And we're driving home and he's just like, Janae, you need to pull over. He's like, I'm about to throw up. Just because he was just so weirded out with it.
With the whole thing.
Jeremy's in the back just doing this, and he's like, I can't believe I broke your arm. He's like, what am I doing? He's like, I'm so sorry.
I'd probably be the same way as Jeremy. Like, I'd feel like super bad.
I think I would be tripping a little bit.
I think I might be laughing a little bit because I'm just like, I don't do well with like pressure situations, so I start laughing. That's like my go-to, and it's just like, fuck. I'm like, fuck,
Dude, that's fucking intense, bro. No, I never really knew your story. I knew you'd done it.
Well, and what was funny about it too, I was at Zach's baseball practice, and there were two guys that I didn't even know. Like their kids played on Zach's baseball team and whatnot, and they worked for, I think, Fulkerson or Rhodes, one of the two. And I'm just out there, I'm in my cast and everything like that, and the guy's like, "What happened to your arm?" I was like, "Oh, I just broke my arm." And he's like, I heard a story, man. This dude, he was arm wrestling and broke his arm. He's like, I forgot who told me, but one of my buddies told me that some dude broke his arm wrestling, and I was just like, that was me, man. It's like,
So random motherfucker.
yeah, he's like, wait, I was like, you work with so-and-so? And he was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, but I was like, I'm the dumbass that got my arm broken, arm wrestling.
It's a pretty cool story.
I mean, it is funny as story now.
It's pretty
It's
sick.
And it's pretty intense, too.
He's like, I assume that you lost, son. And I was like,
Well, no shit, motherfucker. I didn't win.
I just kept
I
pushing.
didn't break it winning.
I should just show them the medical bill, like, yeah, I lost. This is how much I lost.
Yeah, I lost a shit ton. That's crazy. I don't know. I guess accidents like that, I don't feel like we ever see it coming.
No, it's
I mean,
awesome.
it might
well,
be-
me and Jeremy do a bunch of dumb shit when we get together and we start drinking.
No, but like for instance, like I tore my Achilles and that was a complete accident. But more recently, like when I started playing, my right Achilles was a lot more weak.
Yeah.
Like I feel like just one wrong step, that bitch was about to snap. That's why I kind of just like I'm fucking done with this shit.
That's why I never played sports. I was always injured from a sprained ankle, everything.
I retired. I'm done now.
I saw, like, that's what I try to tell my son and even my nephew. I'm like, you need to know the difference of being injured and being hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That is very true. A lot of people don't know the difference. People think that when they're
If you have a
hurt.
nagging pain, just play through it. You know, I can understand, like, what ligament, anything like that, you know, broken bone. You know, depending on the sport, though, too, with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Do you push him to play football yourself? Or does he like football?
I wanted him to try it just so he could see what it's like, as far as getting hit with pads on and stuff like that. And I just want him to do whatever he wants to do. I want him to play football, but for the simple fact that he never played in Little League, I don't want him now to play, whether it's in middle school or high school, because he's never, like I said, experienced getting hit with pads on. And I mean, he did that 1 year, but it was only whenever he was with me. So he never went on the other side, but whenever he was with me, he was going to practice, doing everything like that. He had fun with it, but like I said, you know, you get these kids that have been playing since 7, 8.
Yeah, they know how to lay a lick,
Yeah.
block.
You know,
Everything.
and it's not only that, you know, because I know how I was in high school and even in middle school. Kids, you know, they sit there and, oh, I can't wait to get pads. I'm like, all right, you never played football before. I can't wait to hit you. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
And then
bro.
they, you know, you hit them, and then next thing you know, a week later, you know, I don't want to play
They're
anymore.
not there anymore.
You know, and
they
then
stop
it's-
showing up.
Then it's you're you know,
That makes
calling them
sense.
names and everything like that, and
I just remember back in the day, bro. We were what 6, 7 years old with pads on.
Shit, I was that person. I never played like Little League, and I played for Mountain View, and I got hit one time. I was like, nope. I didn't do
Nah.
it.
It's
Could not
different,
take it, bro. I didn't like how I felt.
I like what they do now with the flags. That part I
Yeah.
think is very good. It gives you a little bit of like a, I don't know. It's like a beginner's class kind of thing. Like this is what football is, and then
Yeah.
you know instead of just jumping right into pads. But I don't know, man. Pads these days, it's like you look at the football and it just changes so much.
it's a lot faster.
It's faster.
Kids are
and-
faster. Kids are stronger. I mean, I never got into weights until I was in high school. I never ever thought about lifting weights in
Me
school.
neither, bro. And they're lifting when they're
Yeah.
middle schoolers.
Like,
Agility drills. It's not even just lifting. It's so many things that make you better. Oh my gosh. He
So-
caught it?
like
Josh Gordon?
my buddy Julian and Adrian, like when we were in middle school and stuff like that, started about 6th grade.
Yeah.
They, you know, got into it a little bit, and Julian would always be like, oh, I could lift the bar with, you know, 10 pounds or whatever, or 15 pounds on each side or whatever. I'm over here struggling to get freaking the bar up and everything like that, you know. And we get into baseball, and I just rub it into Julian's face whenever I'm,
Man,
hitting
boy.
dingers.
I don't know. I think baseball should have been my thing. I could throw and I could play. I knew how to play baseball. Football, I was outsized all the time. I was outran. I just didn't have that.
I should have pulled golf when I was younger. Just straight golf.
Seriously, I should
Or
have golfed in
tennis.
fucking high school.
Golf for tennis. I should
Could
have
have got a
done.
scholarship to college. Just to golf.
That's one thing I regret was quitting baseball my senior year, man. Like, I remember playing 10 games and
Like fuck
got
it.
back into the BS, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this shit again.
Yep. That's kind of how I was.
And then I should have went out to go play golf.
You're just like fuck every
You know,
sport.
but the reason I actually only played football was to hit somebody. That's the reason I played, because I love just I'm bad at getting out and running with Coach Cooper.
Yeah, Coach Cooper was a stickler for his fucking run.
Like,
Oh my
I'd rather
gosh.
go look stupid on the football field because we sucked than be out there in that damn heat running them miles.
Fuck, and then if you didn't finish a mile in like 6.5 minutes, it's
Yeah.
fucking another quarter mile. I'm like, damn motherfucker, I didn't run fast enough to begin with. You make me run more. Like, it ain't getting me nowhere. It's pissing me off.
You really did?
Bro, I'd be out there all damn day. And eventually he'd give up on me. He'd be like, this motherfucker don't give a fuck.
He's like, gonna run so I'm tired. He got tired of seeing you tired. He's like, yeah.
Dude, it was
good.
tough. Cooper was. But I gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, clearly he knew what he was doing.
I have a lot of respect for him, man.
Oh, yeah,
Especially, like,
definitely.
from growing up, playing for him to coaching with him that one year and just being around him and everything like that.
Yeah, I think it was just I was young, naive, hard-headed. You know, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I thought I knew all the answers, and now I look back, I'm like, these guys knew what they knew. I didn't know
I had
anything.
that in what is it, Antonio Brown? I had his fucking attitude in high school and football.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't give a shit.
So I was like, they were like, you don't. I never went to film, bro. After we lost, I'm like, I ain't went to film.
I don't even remember
I had
film.
to freaking flip tires and shit like that. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, we lost.
Yeah, that's
Straight up,
always the mentality.
I don't need to sit here and go see what I did wrong with fucking film. We lost. Plain and simple. Let's fucking
Let's
worry
go.
about, you know?
Yep.
But then in my mind, I'm sitting there, I'm like, I know I'm good enough. I'm still going to fucking play. I'm fast enough. I got hands, all this other crap. And then
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm not going to let a.
Oh, so you were always a quarterback?
Nah, I
He
was,
wasn't even a quarterback
wasn't
yet.
quarterback, man.
He
I
was
was,
a wideout.
I played slot, and then I was backup quarterback with Zane. And then, it was trash. High school football was trash for us.
Football did suck. I was backup too, and I was wide out and I was corner. But it was just, it sucked to suck.
Yeah, you did, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, it's just like it was just. I don't know, man. It
It's
just
weird
was.
to hear that shit because I see all. Like I said, I didn't know Jay Will for the longest time, and now I see him. I just know him as a winner because that's all I've ever seen.
Horror scholar.
And then you, I've never really seen my brother lose, so I'm just like, I can't even imagine y'all on the football field losing.
Well, think about it. We don't lose now, and if then when we lose, it's just like,
But whenever I played, we threw the ball at least 50 something times a game, though,
bro, we
man.
never ran.
We
We didn't know what the
never
fuck
ran
running
the ball.
was.
Like, when our coach came from Artesia, so he went from Artesia to Deming, and then from Deming to us.
Who's y'all's coach?
Chambers.
He came from Artesia?
Yeah.
I thought he came from Rio Rancho.
He was on Artesia's coaching staff there for a minute.
Oh.
And then he brought in that spread offense, man, and Zane had over
Nimrod.
Zane, dude, yeah, dude, Zane, our quarterback, dude, Zane
He
had
used
over
to say some
4,000 close to
funny
5,000
shit.
yards passing, man.
You used to say some funny shit, bro. I don't know.
Heck no, man. I remember getting off the field against Artesia, and I was just like, they know what the F we're fucking doing every fucking play call. I'm like, y'all need to, I was like, we need to run that ball next thing, because I'm sitting here yelling at Coach Cisco and Coach Chambers. Okay, next thing, freaking Coach Reed, I'm looking at my ear hole. Cause he just straight grabbed my face mask and posed because I'm F word this and F word that coming off the damn field. I'm like, they know our freaking audibles, they know this, they know that. Man,
Coach Reed was a
dude,
character
Coach Reed
himself.
freaking almost broke my neck doing that. But I
Bro,
was
he
pissed,
almost
man.
killed AJ one time. AJ threw a fucking condom full of water at him, bro. He threw it down the hallway and it just, you see this dick balloon just flying and just boom, slaps Coach Reed. You see AJ in the corner of your eye running out the back door and he gets, you know, Coach Reed got red as a cherry tomato, bro. And I'm just like, he's pissed, bro. Who the threw that? Blah, blah. I'm like, oh,
We
boy.
were savages, bro. Like our
That's what they
class,
said.
our class were savages. We didn't give a shit.
Bro, they used to dump water,
We,
high school water
I
in
did
our
that
showers.
Was me. That was me. I did that was me. I did that. I was that fucking
Oh,
guy.
yeah,
He was a big draw on all that.
Yes,
I was
bro.
that guy.
They were dickheads.
And dude, my owl, like we were practicing, we were out there. I don't remember what day, whatever. But I just know we were fucking in pads, and it was full contact. Coach Reed was going through some issues with his wife,
Oh yeah.
and he sits there and tells one of our players, you know, quit cheating on the goddamn effing play, blah blah this and that. And our dude just gets up and he's like, F you. He's like, why don't you worry about your wife cheating on you? Don't worry about me.
Damn.
I was like,
You know what?
dude,
Funny. I
practice
think
ended after that, bro.
I think I
He
remember
straight up
someone.
walked off the field. Coach Reed walked off the field. Chambers just freaking pissed off. We're just sitting there like, oh shit, dude.
I think I remember that. I don't remember who
Practice
said
just
it.
ended after that. Cisco sitting there is like, this is why we suck and this is why we're blah blah this and that, and like, no, we suck because
No,
we don't
we-
have athletes going both fucking ways. That's
Yeah,
what
bro.
sucks.
Sometimes I just thought, yeah, I get this is a team sport. We should let everybody have a turn. But shit, let them have a turn when we got like a 20-point lead. Fuck. You have me playing one way and you got this motherfucker playing the other way, which I should
My junior
win.
year, I was free safety, and then I was second in tackles on the team behind Donnie Irizarry, and Donnie was a strong safety. And then my senior year, no liquid defense whatsoever. I went straight to slot. And then we had Fabian at strong safety, and then James Barella at free safety is what it was. And then
Romero?
yeah, dude, Fabian knocked the shit out of you. man.
He was a beast when it came to hitting.
He had a hernia that he played with half of our season.
No, I remember that fool was
Put that thing
relentless,
back in, put
bro.
a pad on it, dude.
He was wild, bro. He was a crazy
The
fucker.
dude, he works at Foxborough, the doctor Mexican guy.
Fabian?
Fabian.
I don't know if he works there. He's got
No,
big.
not that,
Oh, no.
not Fabian. No, I know what you were talking about. No, I remember during films we were. It was at the beginning of the season. I don't remember who we were playing, but him and Marco messed up on their coverage, and Fabian came up and made the tackle. Well, Coach Cisco sits there, and dude, he's ripping his ass in film. And Fabian was like, no, fuck you. He's like, because he kept telling me, he's like, you're wrong, check off you're wrong here. And then Fabian was just like, you know what, you're fucking wrong. He's like, I'm right. He's like, I made the tackle, I did this, and it was for loss, and blah, blah, this and that, and me and Marco already had it covered. He's like, that's not the point. He's like, the point is read your damn coverage and do what we tell you to do, and this and that. And Fabian was just like, fuck you. He's like, I'll punch you in your damn chest.
Damn, Antonio Brown.
That's what Coach says about that little thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Shit, man.
Y'all are fucked up.
Bro,
Because this
bro,
one told us
bro.
some stories before.
Yeah, bro, we were not the best.
This one
kids.
said, stop cheating on the plane. He said, start worrying about your wife cheating on you. Damn.
Bro, we were dicks. We were
Bro, we were
dicks.
bad, man.
It was no wonder we sucked.
And then, bro, basketball, we didn't care. Lodge always made us run, man.
Lodge,
Lodge
I would
always
make
made
us run too.
run.
If he was like, you want to run by yourself, you want the team to run, but I want the fucking team to run. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, you're not gonna pick on me,
We were
motherfucker.
bad, man. And then Coach Cooper would sit there and tell us, like, y'all don't want this, was get out of our gym.
You would always.
dude. We fucking
I remember one time we were right about I think it was before a game or before practice, and me and another buddy, we were blazing it in the shower, in the locker room, in basketball shower. And so we were chilling, we were getting ready, bro, and Coach Cooper walked in there and he's like, man, it stinks in here. You guys need to take y'all stuff home and wash it. And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? It smells like weed in this motherfucker. But he didn't know, I guess. So I was just like, yeah, fuck you, whatever.
Fucking naive.
That's too
naive
funny,
ass,
dude.
huh?
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
So I seen recently you're throwing a cornhole tournament.
Dude, I want to throw a corner tournament.
How big you talking?
Whoever wants to come, man.
You talking like
I'm hoping
20?
I get that house, though, man. I'm trying to close out on this house.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so I finally sold the house back over there, but I'm
Okay.
trying to get into the house now, so I'm hoping I can close out on it. And if I do, then I want to have it sometime after that, and almost in a sense of housewarming party, at the same sense too.
Oh okay.
But like I said, I want to do it on Saturday. That way I'm not doing it on Sunday, you know, with football and everything like that. And
Yeah, definitely.
start it in the middle of the afternoon, and just everybody have a good time.
That's
My buddies that I work with, I told them about it, and like they're wanting to make cornhole boards and everything like that, because my buddy's dad has the tools and everything to make them, and
Mhm.
he made them for his daughter. She
Okay.
has some. It's a cowboy one. They're pretty nice boards, man.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, "What if we make you a board and you know you use it, you know, over there or whatnot, and they'll have like the string or whatever he was saying, you know, to do everything as far as the link, as far as what they're supposed to be a part."
Right.
And I was like, "We could do that." And I was like, "What I'm thinking of is for that, play singles, and whoever wins gets the boards.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you
So
pay-
the winner gets the.
Pay the $10 at single, and you're gonna play best of 3 each game.
How do you play single though? What do you
Same
mean?
way.
Same way.
Like so you just walk back and forth?
Just walk back and forth.
Oh, okay, okay.
And you toss, walk back,
Yeah.
toss. You know.
Well, I got all my shit, bro. I'm about to make my own board too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been wanting one myself. And Matt Solis's stepdad, he does Jeremy.
Does it?
He does all that shit. So he told me he's gonna hook me up. I need to.
My thing is like the more boards, the better. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
all know each other, and we're all friends, and you know, as long as like people aren't getting stupid, I'll kick motherfuckers out of my house. I don't care.
Oh yeah,
you know?
for sure, bro.
And but I mean, just it could be anything, doubles. You know, do as far as doubles go, I was either thinking 30 or 40 a team, because I've seen where like a lot of places charge $50 a team.
Yeah.
You know, so either do 30 or 40 a team, and then first place takes some of that money home, man, or takes all of it home.
Yeah, he did. That's definitely. That sounds like a legit time, man.
Everybody could play cornhole, man. Girls, guys.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. It's almost like beer pong. You know?
Everybody can do it.
I guess
you know?
that's a good comparison.
Yeah, it's just basically tossing the bag. You don't have to be the most skilled person, athletic person, anything. You just gotta know how to.
It's a sport. I'll find my way. I'll find my way to hurt myself.
Judgment and perception.
And like everybody has their own house rules and stuff like that, and
Well, that's your house, so you
You know.
make them up.
because a lot of people are like, oh no, you could go over 21, or there's somewhere
You gotta be exact.
it's 21, or if you don't get 21, you go back down to either 15 or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever score you had, you know, prior to getting to that, you know.
Right.
But I'm probably gonna play just buying my boards, man, and getting some. And then I asked Jeremy about it with his, and then Kevin said he has his, but he needs to get the seal. Kevin has some Red Sox ones, but he just needs to get the seal on it. I don't want to do it though. I mean,
Well, I'll
a
see.
lot of people are interested in doing it, so I'm hoping.
That's what I'm
To
saying.
make it work
is
out.
I'll see if I can get if Jeremy can get it done this weekend, and then I'll have mine. I'll be able to start at least practicing. I haven't played, bro, and probably since we played that tournament almost a year ago.
Well, and see, I even told Manny about it because we were over there yesterday, and he had just barely got some of his boards, and so we were just playing over there, and I was telling him about it, and he said he was down to do it. And, my thing is like 3 boards. 3 boards is good.
Pretty good. Any more than that's just a
You know?
benefit.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah. So anybody out there wanting to play in a cornhole tournament, singles or doubles, hit this guy up.
I know the Beard Bros will be there.
Beard Bros will be there. Might even
Take you
put a show on. I don't know. How about on this note? We want to close on this note. You got little kids. They're gonna be grown men, grown lady, unless you have more kids and they become daughters. We always ask the parents to give a little bit of advice you want them to take on later on in life. If there's one thing you can give them, what is it? What would you say to them? This is the future them, like 10, 20 years from now. What's something that you would want them to remember, appreciate, I don't know, walk into every day as? What are some of the examples? Some have said respect.
Yeah, Johnny said respect.
Others have. Rob said to appreciate what your parents tell you, that they're not always right, but they have the best interest in.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So what's something you would tell your kiddos?
Someone,
Yeah.
do what makes you happy. I mean, at the end of the day, when you're getting older, you know, you're gonna live with the consequences of the choices that you make throughout life. You know, but that's a learning curve for everything. I mean, it's a learning experience, and you know, you're not perfect. You know, but in the same sense, as far as back as that respect, you know, treat people the same way you want to be treated, man. You know, especially with all the diversity and everything that's out now with everything. You know, just do what makes you happy, and like I said, show respect, and live your life.
There you go.
Live your life,
Hey, that's
man.
good
Yeah,
advice.
live your life.
There you go. Well, on that note, we appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
Enjoy it.
You guys, y'all know the drill. Go like and subscribe. We're about to go finish watching what's left of this shitty ass game. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all's day. Hope y'all enjoyed the rest of y'all's weekend. Till next time, Beard Roads are out. Peace.
Later.